Who are you?
Join us as we watch the intense moments of facing the most dangerous criminals head-on.
Drop the knife!
Breathtaking chases, crazy action, and incredibly tense moments. A carjacker shot and injured the car owner, thought he could escape but was discovered by the police on the highway the next day. A high-speed chase broke out. The sirens blared. The car sped dangerously. The robber was immediately subdued. Surprisingly, he also hid another gun in his pocket. Just a moment's delay. The consequences could have been much more terrible. Crime always has a price, and just a second of recklessness can turn the street into a battlefield. The incident began when a woman high on crack drove her car wildly. From there, the police immediately joined in, sirens blaring and red and blue lights tearing the night apart.
Where are y'all coming from right now?
Next, the car swerved, ran red lights, and drove in the wrong direction, spreading terror to all drivers.
Let me check and make sure you got nothing illegal.
The climax broke out when the car almost hit an innocent family head-on, forcing the police to apply a fierce pit. The ending was surprising when the woman was restrained, still screaming in a hallucination, but fortunately, no one was killed.
Occasionally.
The final message rang out. Just 1 minute of losing control due to drugs and alcohol can turn the streets into a battlefield.
Hey, yeah, go ahead and hook him up.
My sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop!
However, the tragedy at Holly Hill was just one of many dangerous moments that the police had to face, because shortly after, another tense situation erupted. On May 28, 2024, Holly Hill police received an urgent report. A man brandishing a knife, heard whispering urging to kill and threatening to attack anyone.
Drop it!
When the force approached, Michael Edmondson, 40, screamed and rushed towards the officer. Despite being ordered to drop his weapon, he still defied, forcing the police to open fire.
Drop it! So I can help you! Drop the knife!
Wounded, Edmondson still held the knife tightly, jumped up and rushed forward again, forcing the officer to continue firing.
Drop it!
He collapsed and died on the spot, ending the threat to the entire neighborhood.
Drop it!
The incident left a chilling echo.
Drop
A
the knife.
hallucinatory moment can turn the street into a battlefield, and crime always has to pay.
Drop it!
What's his name?
What do you think about the moment the police were forced to open fire against this reckless knife-wielding man? Subscribe to the channel to follow the next exciting confrontations.
It's in his right hand, I think.
The scissors.
What seemed like a normal traffic stop quickly turned into chaos. As the police approached, instead of cooperating, the couple in the car screamed, made accusations, and reacted violently.
Step out of the f***ing car right now.
Their screams drowned out the police, turning what seemed like a small situation into a tense drama. Yet, despite the pressure, the officers remained calm, took control of the scene, and prevented the chaos from escalating. This is a clear example of how, in the blink of an eye, a seemingly harmless situation can turn into a crisis.
My son! That is my son!
Cry. Nephew's crying.
Let me get my brother out of there! Let me do it! Only I can!
Sit your ass in the car. Sit in the car.
I'm dead serious! Let me do it!
Dude, you ain't got a f***ing mouth.
Step out the car, man.
Have a cigarette?
Yeah, you can have a cigarette if you stop. Later on.
The reason I stopped you.
On June 3rd, 2022, Naperville police attempted to stop a car for running a stop sign. Everything seemed normal until another car suddenly pulled up.
Take your time.
A man stepped out, holding an axe, and charged straight at the police officer. The situation went from a traffic check to a life-and-death confrontation in a split second.
Right here. Okay.
The police officer backed up and shouted orders, but the attacker did not stop. In the split second, he was forced to shoot in self-defense. The attacker collapsed and died on the spot. Remarkably, he even staggered before he could put the car in park. Otherwise, the tragedy could have been much more terrible.
Shots fired! Shots
A
fired!
moment of loss of control and reckless action can cost lives. The law is always strict with those who choose violence.
Man, don't move! Don't move! He tried attacking me with a hatchet. Oh my God.
Roll over onto your stomach.
You okay, man? Are you okay? Just stay right there, all right? Relax.
You good? You good?
On a crowded street, foreign police rushed into a tense car chase as the suspect recklessly sped away. The police car blared its siren. Its red and blue lights were bright, and every turn seemed to turn into a high-speed battlefield. When the suspect tried to jump out of the car to escape, a police dog was released, rushing straight and knocking him down in the blink of an eye. Thanks to precise coordination, the police quickly controlled the suspect. The brave dog became the silent hero of this battle. Any escape only made the sentence heavier. Before justice, no one can escape. On June 3rd, 2022, at Car Court, Gosport, 5 police officers faced a life-or-death moment when Damian Mazurkiewicz, armed with a fake gun and 2 explosive devices, threatened the entire neighborhood. The sound of the switch rang out, black smoke billowed out, making everyone suffocate as if standing on the edge of life and death. If it had been a second later, the entire community could have turned into a battlefield. But thanks to extraordinary bravery, the police promptly fired a taser, subduing him and saving dozens of families from disaster.
Stop what you're doing or you're going to get your bag!
Smoke the thing away. It is.
On November 25, 2022, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, police received an emergency call from the parents of Blaine Dennett Dell, 30, after a violent family argument.
Hey, drop the knife!
The desperate father reported that his son had been drinking and losing control, while the mother panicked as Blaine lunged at her husband with a knife. When the police arrived, Blaine emerged with 2 large, shiny kitchen knives pointed straight at them. Despite being ordered to drop the knives at least 8 times, he continued to scream and lunge, forcing the officers to open fire. In a life-or-death moment, a split second of hesitation can turn the scene into a bloody tragedy. This is a warning. Domestic violence can escalate into an unwanted tragedy if not stopped in time.
Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Drop it!
Drop the knife!
In the blink of an eye, May 4th, 2019, San Jose turned into a battlefield when Efren Esquivel, 24, stole a car and drove straight at police. Before attacking, he shouted, "You're going to have to shoot me," and forced Sonder James Mason between two cars, breaking his shoulder. In a life-or-death situation, 3 officers were forced to open fire to stop him. An autopsy revealed that Esquivel was high on meth at near-toxic levels. The incident served as a reminder that drugs and violence can turn a peaceful street into chaos in an instant.
Just move up and take it. Come here. I want you to crossfire. Tapui! Tapui, can you come around? Watch out, Tapui. Stop! Come here, come here. Come here. Shots fired. Okay, come here.
Immediately afterwards, the seemingly peaceful street turned into a chaotic racetrack as the reckless father sped away from the police, not once but twice. The sound of sirens blaring, the flashing red and green lights, each turn made the viewers' hearts tighten. The climax exploded when the police were forced to use a stun gun to control the suspect, causing him to collapse in the blink of an eye. Surprisingly, in his paralysis, he exclaimed that he loved the police, a bitter contradiction to the one who had just caused chaos. This was a clear reminder. Just one impulsive decision can turn the journey home into a near-deadly tragedy.
Absolutely ridiculous. You almost hit a trooper.
I'm sorry.
125. We have him in custody. Have a change.
I just need for you guys to help me up.
Well, you're under arrest.
You were
You're going to
stand
jail.
I'm sorry.
All right. There we go.
On the afternoon of May 17th, 2022 in Los Angeles, the pursuit of a dangerous assault suspect quickly turned into chaos. Ignoring orders to stop, Jamie Vendeville crashed into a vehicle, then rushed out with a gun in his hand to steal another car. Not stopping there, he continued to cause another accident, forcing the police to open fire when confronted directly. The tension continued until Vendeville ran into a gated residential area where another series of gunshots rang out. Fortunately, no officers or civilians were injured, and the semi-automatic weapon was recovered at the scene. This is a chilling reminder. Just one reckless person can turn an entire city into a battlefield in an instant.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Get on the floor! Yeah, I got you. Right here, bro. Get on the floor!
Not long after, another tragedy was caught on camera as police were confronted with a string of threats, domestic violence, and a gun being pulled from the suspect's hand. In a tense moment, 2 shootings ended with the death of the daredevil, leaving a shocking scene. These images not only expose the extreme danger, but also remind us that domestic violence and weapons are always the spark that turns the home into a battlefield. Then, on the afternoon of July 24, 2022, in Atlanta, the pursuit of a stolen Dodge Charger turned into a speeding nightmare. The car sped in the opposite direction on Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, running a red light like a steel arrow through the crowded traffic, ignoring all safety rules. The climax broke out when the suspect crashed into 3 other vehicles in succession, causing violent collisions that turned the entire street into a maze of scrap metal. The scene was no different from an action movie, but the real danger lay in the fact that he rushed through a residential area where each turn could rob dozens of families of their peace. In the end, the car crashed into a power pole, forcing the suspect to flee on foot before being subdued. Statistics after the incident showed that a series of vehicles were severely damaged. Many drivers were lucky to escape. This is a stark reminder that just one act of disregard for traffic laws can turn the streets into a chaotic battlefield. Remember that speed and recklessness never provide real escape.
He was the majority of it. Because I was asking an RDA. And he's like, oh, we came with RDA, I don't know where he went. Let's go, he just went east.
Off the distance where I was with y'all, but I wasn't.